Chat GPT. Okay, indoor voices. We're here, gang. Full house. Wow, we got a whole squad in
Well,
here.
we're missing Theo.
Everywhere you look.
We're not missing Theo.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, who?
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely a ghost of Theo past.
He was wearing red yesterday.
He's a blood. We're Crips.
I saw he had the opposing flag on yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Can't be trusted, bro.
Nah, you good.
Can't be trusted. We're back. Indoor voices, audio adventures. Malcolm Aqua, Brother Peace, Randy Morelife, the barber himself, Ziggy Zig Love, Johnluke Chapparro, the Riz God himself, makes his return from. Oh, forget it.
Hey, we're not getting
I was gonna say
The Rangers game.
from the Rangers game.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
I was sick, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryant EDT, Poppy Shampoo, and Bammy Sour, Samie Bower.
That's you.
We're all in here. Yeah. It's nice to see you guys again, man. Haven't seen JL specifically in a minute, so it's good to see you,
bro.
Where
bro.
the hell was I? Where the hell was I?
I don't know where was you?
For real.
You tell us.
I was sick.
Right.
No, I was sick. I had a really bad sinus infection, and I didn't want to spread that amongst. She was the first one. It's just like, you sick? Stay home. Like, bet. I'm good. I'm
You don't want
good.
to get sick.
I don't want to get sick. So,
Nasty.
I wouldn't have mind you being around sick with me.
mentiroso.
I missed you, bro.
Mentira.
No. Why would I lie about
Did you give
that?
him a big hug when he came in?
I did.
He did.
And he never appreciates my hug.
I always
but
appreciate
I'm
your
gonna
hugs.
give you another one when you leave.
Okay, well, I appreciate
To
that.
let you know.
I
how much
appreciate
missed
that.
You.
Okay.
You should have been there yesterday.
Never, I know, but
You're here today. You're here when it matters.
that's right.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Play basketball 1-0. Coming for that chip.
Pow, 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 pow,
Coming
pow.
for that
Finally.
chip.
Pow, pow, pow,
Big
pow,
talk.
pow.
What it
That's
do?
that booty meat. Pow,
Theodore
pow, pow,
Mahan.
pow, pow.
Crazy.
I'm calling you up by your
do?
government name.
Crazy.
Damn.
Traitor.
No respect.
Joe.
Crazy.
He's
like, "Sorry, guys,
I'm not going to be on the team anymore."
No, he was definitely given you got served when the nigga had came, like, and he was with the other team, and they was still in the dance moves. Like,
Yeah,
that's
and they
definitely
still lost, nigga.
that was definitely given Theo. Like,
Yeah, he a nasty guy, bro. He put on a different color do-rag and shit. Like, he was just a different dude. I didn't even recognize him for real. He was like, yo, Malk. I was like,
And then try to be friendly. The audacity. Like,
the audacity.
If I was there, I would have chirped them. I had a mother.
You know what I did.
Brian was on him locking up. That it was hilarious.
You had a fun night last night. So did I. But yeah, bro. Demon Malk, how you been lately, bro?
Yeah, man.
How's everything with you, brother? Brother, peace.
good, bro. I'm tired. I'm actually tired.
Tired.
I was driving here like, yo, I'm actually tired. But we here.
Why are you so tired?
Just life, man. Life tiring.
It is.
It is. It's, you know,
It's very tiring.
Shit. Niggas gotta be rich, man.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's how you untire yourself. When you
Money.
got money in your pocket.
Low key,
You sleepy
my
as
nigga,
hell when you ain't got no
I feel like
money.
the rich are the most tired.
You got to be on a different mindset, man.
What you
That
so
stuff's
think about?
exhausting, bro. Like, they're not satisfied with whatever they got. They got to keep going.
Facts. And I feel
So,
like I'll
like,
be the same.
They get all this money, but it's like, do they got peace? That's the thing. The money in the world, but if you don't got peace,
Don't
then
tell
it's
me that.
kind of pointless.
I want
Tell me
generational
that, bro.
wealth. That's what I want.
I want
Then
all the
play
money in the world.
baseball. You want generational
Just
wealth?
Play baseball.
Go play
Like,
baseball.
I don't think it's
Streamers make more
I don't think it's that
than
easy.
baseball
Get
players.
signed by the
go
Mets.
do the most Dominican thing you could possibly do.
Is play baseball.
Streamer get paid more than athletes, my guy.
Nah, no, they don't.
Yes.
You streamers are getting paid
More than-
$765
No,
million
no, they're
dollars.
not.
Streamers are getting
The
paid
top,
more
the
than
top
athletes.
percentage, maybe like
It's the
three
same thing
people.
as baseball, bro. Like, you them freaking streamers are not making.
There's maybe like 3
But the thing
streamers
is-
that are getting paid that much.
Yeah,
No,
5
you
streamers.
got to think
maybe.
about it. It's always like when you're in baseball, you get a contract, and you're assigned to that for the next 3 or 4 years, however.
Okay.
Nigga, my shit is on. You just want me to be loud? You want me to be loud in your fucking ear?
You can't hear
I'm
him?
trying to be low. But anyways, yeah, they're on contract for 3-4 years or 5 or whatever. Or with baseball, it'd be like 7-8. But regardless,
That's still money, though.
Nigga, regardless, when it comes to a streamer, they could grow as time goes on.
Do you not know?
And they can do it from the comfort of their home.
Exactly.
Do you
bro.
not know what arbitration is, bro?
What does arbitration have to do
Arbitration is after 2 or 3 years of playing in the major leagues, you get a pay increase. You don't get the same
with it?
salary.
If you play good.
No, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
If you're an average baseball player, right? You're just average, and you're on the regular contract is for 6 years when you start. That's entry level, right? After like 2 or 3 years, you are owed a salary increase. So you go from like league minimum all the way up to a certain spot, up until before you get into free agency. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you're an okay baseball player, you are getting a pay raise after 3 years.
But you're telling me their pay raise doesn't depend on how good they're playing.
Not necessarily.
That's cap.
Now, if they're a little bit better than what the market rate says, then yeah, they give them a little bit of a raise.
Yeah.
And then when you hit free agency, that's when you hit the bucket.
But I'm saying, as a streamer,
No.
today I could be broke. Tomorrow I could be up.
Yeah, but the thing about streaming
In
is
theory.
that the second your channel goes down, bro, or
That's
you
exactly
lose revenue.
That's up to you to keep it
But
up.
in baseball, you can still get at least guaranteed money to a certain degree.
And then you get injured, and what happens?
You still get paid.
But then you're not getting that second contract.
It doesn't matter. You still get paid. Just
But then
like streaming,
but
you got to
after-
work for it.
But after your contract is over, then what happens?
Then you can sign a contract with another team.
But what about if you're injured and nobody wants you?
It doesn't matter. The baseball, they'll sign anybody.
Retirement plan, bro.
Bro,
Was it retirement
I'm
plan?
saying if
Advertisements, maybe if you were a good enough player, people recognize you.
yeah.
But
You
what
don't
about
re-
if they don't? What
you
about
re-
if you're just an average Joe that just got off?
Bro,
college
the
and
average
they picked you
Joe
up?
in baseball makes more than like the 98% of us, bro.
What about if you gambled a lot?
Bro, that's not my problem. You can't. That's extraneous circumstances, bro. You could do the same thing if
They're
you're a
rich.
streamer.
They got a lot of money now. They don't know what to do with it. What happens? Now
No, you could
lose
do
all
the
of
same
it.
thing with streamers. Streamers could get all that money.
Yeah, but they could get it back the next day.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
It's the
Yes.
same concept,
Yes, they
bro.
I get
Yes,
I
they-
get what he's saying though. You have more freedom to just make money at any point being a
Yeah,
streamer,
but you know-
as opposed to being a baseball player. You need
Yeah,
to be
but
under a contract.
But
Shit like
the
that.
thing about media,
You
though,
getting paid from a team. or
Sam, how
organization type
much
shit.
does T-Pain get paid every time he goes on stream?
that's different, bro.
That's T-Pain.
That's different, bro. Come on.
The question is the question.
Nah, you
the
can't-
question.
no,
the
you-
question
no.
is: did I say streamers or a specific streamer?
That's the
Did I
title.
say
You-
stream? Did I not say streaming, or
You're-
did I say a specific streamer? Now,
no.
excuse me.
I'm talking
T-Pain-
about- I'm talking about
Excuse
the
me. I'm
average-
asking Samuel
Nah,
questions.
dude, you think you
Samuel, how much does
you
T-Pain
can't yell
get
louder than
paid?
a Puerto Rican. I'm
I
gonna
don't-
keep
I don't
talking,
really
bro.
know
You
the
just can't do that.
Exact.
You
I'm gonna
just
take my
can't do
headphone
that.
off so I don't hear him.
I'm sitting right next to you.
Why do you think Sam is
You
pocket
can
watching
hear me.
T-Pain?
Yeah, I don't know the amount he makes.
Because he told me last time he was.
Oh, you had the numbers?
Yeah,
he
gave
was
me the-
pocket watching T-Pain.
Yeah, he did give me this information before. That's why I
I
was.
did.
yeah.
Google.
I mean, it's at least like 5 figures, like a month or something.
But he's T-Pain,
It's
bro.
T-Pain, bro.
It's T-Pain.
Listen,
I don't know, something.
listen,
like that.
listen.
It's regardless.
If you
you're
start,
a
if
streamer.
you starting off Major League Baseball or just baseball, right? You're getting guaranteed money that streamers make in like 5 years. Because I know people that do this, and let me tell you, media is very volatile.
Sir.
You think at least in baseball you can at least get through the whole year with getting paid. Media, one thing can happen and poof, it's gone.
I don't even know like the 10 best baseball players.
Because you don't follow baseball, but
Like I feel like the average Joe knows at least Steph Curry, LeBron James, Giannis.
actually, Major
Nah,
League
most-
Baseball is actually
Remember
higher in
Gamba?
ratings than the NBA.
they have,
I'm just
there's a
saying.
lot of top,
In America.
No, just in general.
In,
there's
yes,
a lot
no,
of
in
top-ranked
America.
baseball players.
In
There is.
America.
No,
There's a lot of top ranked
In America.
No.
But worldwide, it's not touching soccer.
I go to Japan.
It's hard to touch.
It's not touching soccer.
Go to Japan.
It's-
Go to Puerto Rico. Go to DR. You should know that.
It's not touching soccer, sir.
Soccer is on a completely different stratosphere, bro.
So why are you arguing it?
I'm.
You
realize you're not making any sense.
Is basketball passing soccer?
Nah.
No.
But when did I say it did?
I never said baseball was going to
Niggas
pass.
just put shit in my mouth.
I never said.
I never
You're doing the
said.
same thing to me.
No, you were the one who said
I said-
that baseball surpasses it.
I said baseball
soccer,
surpassing
and you had a
basketball.
rebuttal. So I was like, sir, I'm talking about soccer.
No,
and you still have a rebuttal about it?
No, you are.
That's just you always trying to have a rebuttal about shit.
No, you're talking in circles.
Just glad to have JL back in the boys.
He has someone to argue with.
Talking in circles, bro. Like,
For old time's sake.
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying.
Got me
What are you
hot.
just
This is
saying?
3 weeks worth of.
This is all pent
Arguing.
up.
Yeah, they had to get all this off.
I'm just saying.
What are you just
Yeah,
saying?
what are you saying?
Streaming is very lucrative when you hit the right spot. You need to have a niche for it, because I know there are people who stream who have been doing it for a minute, and even that they still like
Us.
well yeah,
Crazy.
fair. But you gotta hit the right like thing with it, you know, like you can't talk about T-Pain because it's freaking T-Pain. Everybody knows T-Pain. It's like that's like freaking if LeBron James started a podcast tomorrow in 2 days.
He
He's
did.
got-
He did start a podcast
Alright, whatever.
with his coach.
Okay.
And it was a great podcast.
Okay.
Like 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
went crazy.
Okay, so like take for example the Roommates podcast with freaking Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson and that white guy.
Yeah, nobody listens to that.
I think it's pretty good actually, but 'cause I'm an Knicks fan.
Oh, I think this is pretty good.
But it is. But you
That's
see,
my boy.
they got name recognition already. T-Pain got name recognition, so immediately they put something out. They're gonna do that. But if like let's say I decide to do it, I'm not gonna get like a bunch of viewers right off the rip. But if you play baseball on the other hand, they have to give you that money once you agree to that contract. So you're already getting guaranteed bread, and also the sponsorships, they will throw money at you just to wear their stuff. Doesn't matter if you're average, if you're good, if you're bad. They say take the stuff, wear it so we can see it. That's how we make money. We give this to you for free.
I don't believe
You
it.
make money.
Don't believe it. Don't
That's
believe
his
it.
rebuttal.
Prayers up for Juju Watkins.
Oh yeah, she got hurt.
Facts.
Love her.
Yeah.
But hey, man, she went down. She was supposed to be the GOAT. She was gonna buy NBC. L,
definitely.
tragedy
So
struck.
young.
Definitely better than Angel Reese.
She
Say
gonna
that
come
much.
back, but man, it's unfortunate. Hate to see it.
Yeah.
Hate to see it, man.
Is it? What? I didn't really see what it was like. What happened?
I ain't even watched the whole thing, but she tore her ACL. It's cooked.
Damn.
It's cooked, man.
Who's this?
Juju Watkins, the GOAT. Yeah, the future GOAT of WNBA.
Everybody forgot about Angel Reese, which is kind of good because she's trash.
We respect all women in the WNBA here. So just wanna say that. Anyway, so yeah. Simulations. Video games. What's your favorite simulation of life?
What's my favorite simulation of life?
Yes. Is life a simulation?
Sometimes
Is
I
life
think
simulated about things? Or things simulated in life?
that. What?
Is life a simulation?
Respect to the law. That's what it's given.
Please, bro, please.
Brother
I
Peace.
felt
Brother
like
Peace.
bro was just
Yeah,
trying
talking some-
like, he just had to get it out. Like.
Brother Peace, Brother Peace. Nah, but yeah, so this shit fake?
Yeah,
No.
that shit
Are we
fake.
sitting in a room actually talking with mics, or
It's fake.
are we like in a like the Matrix, like we're just in a like a thing plugged into it like an egg in an incubator and the
No.
world's already destroyed?
Has anybody ever seen the Truman Show?
Yes, I love that movie.
That's
I've been
like
told to watch it.
he's
It's a
not
really good
in a
movie.
simulation, but he's low key in a simulation. Like
His
he's
whole life
being
is a
controlled.
lie.
Yeah, his whole life is like a lie. Like he's in like a bubble, but he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a TV show. People are watching this shit, and every day he does the same thing, and he doesn't start to realize it until like whatever. But like yeah, that's
Somebody had to wake him up for that. I forgot
like
what it
something.
was.
Yeah, something happened in the.
But then
like,
he started noticing all the patterns, and then
he started noticing stuff.
and then he wondered why everybody was talking like advertising and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they were like getting weird with him because he was like starting to figure it out. It was interesting, but that's how sometimes I feel like not all the time with life, but like certain stuff. You know how people be like, "Oh, I'll be like just want to look at that imaginary camera." Like, come on now, like there's no way this is my life
like
right
that.
now. Like, it's no, this is no way that this shit is happening right now. There's no way that this shit is real. So I think from time to time, depending on what it is, life definitely be a simulation.
I had a trip about my living room being a fucking a TV like prop.
You had a what?
I took
Oh, okay.
shrooms one time, so I had a trip. But like I was in my living room, and
Right.
one of my homies had a bad trip, and it kind of started rubbing off on me. But like I started looking at all the corners in my room, and I felt like someone was watching me, like in my life and what was going on in my living room. And I was just looking around like, what the fuck, bro? And then to make it worse, Rick and Morty's on, so that shit's making me fucking, you know what I'm saying? That shit is making me think like.
Took a trip
I'm
like 2 weeks ago. Rick and Morty was blowing. The simulation episode, bro.
Listen.
That shit kept playing. I'm like, yo, it's no way.
I gotta. If you want to see something, like, look, I don't do drugs.
Tickets, please.
Like Rick's at his crib just watching me get high. Like
Yo,
at my crib
tickets,
watching
please.
TV.
Yo, if you talk about things I've had people tell me, there's this show on Adult Swim that they show at like 4:00 in the morning. It's called
Aqua Teen Hunger
It's
Force.
called. Well, that's the OG goat right there.
fine.
It's called Off the Air,
Home
right?
videos.
Where it's a series. It's like 10 minutes long, but it's a collection of like it's a theme. Every episode has a theme, and it's a collection of like art pieces and music put together. And so my friend used to tell me, I used to watch this show Stone Cold Sober at 4 in the morning, and it used to weird me out, but I like it.
That was your morning routine.
Nah, I wake up, gotta go pee. It's on TV, and I freaking get spooked out. But I liked it. So people tell me that they've watched that show. They've watched that show either high or on Shrooms, and it's a freaking trip.
Or both.
So I will.
Usually
If you want me, I can send it to you. And if you ever do that again and want to do it, you probably
JL, would you
you'd
take
probably
shrooms?
freak out. No.
Joe, I think
Why
you would
not?
freak
Let's
the
get
fuck
some-
out.
But you take shrooms, sir.
But why not?
I just don't. I'd have no interest.
Would you
Plus, I
take
don't wanna do it.
shrooms?
Possibly.
Nah.
I'd be afraid,
People say
but I
that.
would.
People look. You each do each their own. But people say that stuff like helps you mentally. Like
It does.
I gotta be in the moment. Like I gotta be all of my faculties. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
We
I don't
gonna
none of that.
get Jay on the moment.
Nah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it unexpectedly, bro.
No, you low key gotta do it expectedly because you want to be in the
Yeah,
right
the right
setting.
headspace.
You want to be in the right
Do it
headspace.
unexpectedly. You're gonna
And you
freaking
want to
kill
be in the
me.
right setting. Like
Randy
you
trying to
wanna
set you
be-
up right now.
I know he
That's
is.
why you was in your room looking at all the corners.
Nigga did it unexpected.
That was because of my homie, bro. God, his shit passed on to me because I was in Happy Land for a minute.
Damn.
I
And
feel
the
like
shit
if
just
we
started
all
going
did it,
downhill.
it'd be mad funny. Like
Nah, you
here.
all do it, and I'll watch you guys, and I'll make fun of y'all.
You gotta make sure we
No,
say.
'cause it's not something that like, you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna be in a completely different world than us. Like
Yeah.
we're still gonna be here, but like the way we see things and view things and feel things,
Yeah, but
it's gonna be completely
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
just-
we're gonna be crying,
But
laughing.
Yeah.
just
At
just
nothing.
just
A lot
the
of
just the
A lot
fact
of
just the
that.
fact that I could sit here and watch you guys lose your minds.
Yeah,
is
you'll
just-
have a good time.
It's more than enough for
I
me.
lose myself.
And
on the
somebody's
music.
got to tell the tale.
Yo, laughing is like
We
the
gonna be able
worst
to tell the
thing
tale.
to do, bro. On this shit.
Yeah, you be like crying,
Literally
like you can't even control it.
Yeah.
I do want one of them laughs, honestly. I want a good
man.
laugh like
That
that.
shit is different.
Need
bro.
it.
It's a good experience, man. You just gotta be open minded when you
Great
take
one.
it.
Sam, we out. We
Don't
taking
do drugs,
shrooms.
kids. Don't do drugs.
We taking shrooms.
I
Baby
don't know,
sour.
man.
Have you ever done them?
No.
Would
No.
you like?
Well, I don't know because I've had gummies that say mushrooms,
That's gummy.
but like there's partial mushrooms in them, so I don't know.
So it's like a half
don't know.
mushroom.
Like
You got a half high.
Like
What was the dosage?
I don't remember.
No.
But like, I
like
feel
what?
like
Were they shroom edibles? Like that's what you
Ye-
mean? I mean, if you do you
Let's
think
say
you did
yeah.
enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so you yeah. So I mean, so you tripped. You
Yeah.
tripped before. You just didn't take shroom like regular actual mushrooms.
No, it was more concentrated. Yeah, it was concentrated from a shop.
Mm. It's still a trip. It's
Yeah, it was
something that
pretty
is
trippy.
powerful.
Now that I think about it, the closest thing I've ever gone to tripping was I took too much Benadryl one time.
Oh,
and
brother.
I start no
Get
listen.
him outta here. Pack
listen,
him up.
No, listen, real talk. That actually does kind of mess with you a little bit if you take too much Benadryl. I thought I was playing Xbox and I was really sick. So I'm playing 360. That's how old this is. So I took a bunch because I was just like, you know what, I need this. So I'm trying to.
What was wrong with you?
I don't know, but I took too much.
What was
I
in the
had,
crib leaning?
yo, I had the crackhead lean too. Like that's how crazy it was. But I'm in my room playing Xbox and I'm trying to play NHL, which is like you know anything about hockey, it's fast. So I'm just there and I'm like I'm seeing double, and everybody on my mic is just like, you
Spinning
okay?
triple.
I'm like I became all bald. So I start walking around the house and nobody seems to have a problem with this. Where I'm just walking around just like.
Regular.
Next thing I know, I wake
Right.
up. Next thing I know, I wake up on my mom's bed in a full blown sweat with like my freaking shirt half off.
Johnluke.
I was like, and then my sister comes up to the room. She's like, "Johnluke, you gotta wake up and you gotta get ready for school." And I'm like, "What?"
Get ready for school.
And she's like, "It's 7 o'clock." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And then I realized she was saying 7 p.m. and messing with me. So
Passed out.
I have another mushroom question though. Like this is a serious mushroom question. I don't know if any mushroom experts are here. But like,
We're no experts. We just have done them from time to time.
Well, I just want to know, like, when you take mushrooms, is it just like a specific type of mushroom that you literally can somebody just harvest it and you just consume it, or do they like doctor it up and like make it into something?
It's just like weed. There's different strands.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, can you literally just like, is it just like
You have to grow it a certain way.
you just grow it a
You have to
certain
grow it
way?
a certain way because like sometimes it could be toxic. It could kill you.
Yeah.
But you can just literally like a person who knows like, oh,
Well,
this
I
is a
don't know.
mushroom. They can just like harvest it and just like on the spot type shit.
No, they be dried, so I don't really know. I feel like you probably gotta grow. You probably have to like
something.
grow this specific like.
I don't know how we.
Yeah, I've never.
I seen it in the penguin. How they grow it in the penguin. Nobody seen the penguin.
What's that on again?
Ain't the
You was growing
It's on
mushrooms,
Max.
it's on
You've
HBO.
never seen Death Mountain? There's some shit about Cali.
Back mine.
No, Death Mountain.
Oh,
Nigga.
I think that's what it's called. It's in California. It's like the land, like it's not like civilians can't go into these mountains because they grow weed and people get killed, slaughtered. Like,
they grow weed.
This is
yeah,
true.
It's a. I forgot. It's a show. I forgot on what platform, but.
Oh yeah, we can let's put it on. We can watch it.
No, the shit is crazy though, bro. Shit's crazy, bro. People like go out there and try to get jobs at these weed farms. Bunch of crazy shit. Somebody died and they opened an investigation and that's when they found out about like.
Now I want to know. Now I gotta look up how to we'll look up that.
How to Train a
watch
Dragon?
that. No. But like,
Like-
how are mushrooms grown?
Yeah, I want to know like could I just go to a mushroom just like, oh
No, you cannot go
There's
to a
almost-
no.
not a random mushroom, but the one like if they directed me to
said,
like
oh.
this is the mushroom that you could take. Like
Like I said, I don't think so because they be like they be dried.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it's a.
You can't just
take
eat it.
straight.
It's called Murder Mountain.
You
That's-
Netflix
I've heard of
thing.
that.
That's the only.
put
That's the
some
only thing. It's
adobo on
on
it or something.
I've heard of that.
Like some salt and pepper type shit.
Yeah,
You need to
just on
sauce it
Netflix.
up.
some sazon, some.
You feel me?
Yo,
You know, it be dried, so I don't know.
okay.
Okay.
Definitely do your homework, bro. Just don't take shrooms from anybody, bro.
Yeah, no.
Like, don't take shrooms from anybody. Do your homework.
Stop
You know what I'm
it.
That's the tagline of the episode. Don't do shrooms from anybody.
Exactly. Yo, did we ever talk about time travel on here?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
What did we say?
You were talking about like
I need a receipt. What did
we
we
were.
say?
I think if I remember correctly, we were just talking about like time periods that we'd like to be at. If I remember that correctly,
Who was there?
It was me, you. I think Theo was there.
It don't count.
Nah,
Theo was there. It don't count.
That was so long ago.
Redact that from the record.
time travel. I'm just saying.
Yeah, time travel. Oh, me and Sam did have a conversation about time travel a minute ago. You was like, you remember this? You was like, you feel like it's possible. You said, I remember what you said. You said you feel like it's possible to what'd you say? Go forward in time. You said you feel like it's possible to figure out a way to go forward in time, but going backwards is like not possible.
That sounds redundant.
He said like he feels like there's a way that scientists could figure out how to go forward. He said backwards is a different thing.
Yo, I must have. I don't know when we were.
You was spitting. You was cooking.
I was cooked.
Like a coma.
Well,
A coma.
I don't know, man.
Going to the
I will
future.
say,
True. Type
go
shit.
forward, but can't go back.
You could, technically, if you get frozen like Futurama type shit, you probably could.
I don't think your body could survive.
No,
You don't think so? It's not
You're
possible.
Nah.
So that shit's not real.
I mean,
You gotta be like
What
cryo.
Disney's doing, what Disney got going on, yeah, that's
think
possible
Nah,
because he got
nah.
mad money.
yeah, but
Oh,
Like-
Disney with like
But
his
if
head is
there's-
in a jar or something.
yeah. That's
nah,
all
all that does is it just delays it. It doesn't exactly like it only works for like what, an extra 5 years.
But you don't think that they have the science to preserve like human skin?
Yeah, like if they were like in a whole
No.
iceberg, like Captain
at
America, like
this
he would have
no.
survived all that
You don't
time.
think we have like the
Megatron?
science to like
You
put a body in water and
You
have
could-
it just not dissolve over years?
You could preserve it, but whether it stays alive or not is a different story.
How you know that?
Well,
What you mean whether it stays alive?
They tried it with Ted Williams.
I mean, respectfully, we survived 9 months in water, my nigga. So you
That's
know what I'm saying?
that's completely different. But nah, Ted Williams was a Hall of Fame. Ted Williams was a Hall of Fame baseball player who, when he died,
damn.
when he died, and he died. I remember the day he died. I was coming back from Six Flags. He died in 2003, and his family wanted to try to keep him alive by cryogenically freezing him somewhere in Arizona. And it got to the point where it got so crazy they cut off his head and try to cryogenically freeze it. So it's actually, his head is still frozen somewhere. But
it's like Walt Disney.
Yeah, but the thing is that if you just look at the human anatomy of just the body in general, like, you can freeze it, but then, like, once the blood stops circulating to a certain spot, even if it's frozen, the body's gonna die. So, like, you can prolong it, maybe, but whether or not the person comes out of consciousness, because then they're gonna have a bunch of issues. Like, they can go into, like, having a stroke or, you know, blood clots or whatever. So it's like, yeah, you could probably do it, but they're probably gonna die the second they thaw. You know, it's something that people try to do, but
it's kind of nasty. I have a question. So you think in today, 2025, we don't have the science? You don't think they found a way to keep a body alive?
Oh, of course. Yes.
No.
I personally think so.
I don't think so. Because if that's the case, they would have done it already.
But I'm thinking, like, bro, come on, like, we're at a space of AI. Like, if we can have, you know what I'm saying, something that can answer any question or anything in this world, you don't think by now we haven't found a way to recreate the human anatomy?
They've already made clones.
Yeah, cloning is a thing, but there's a difference between the physical aspect of something being alive, and then you also have to factor the extra I don't say extraterrestrial, but the spiritual aspect of it, in the sense of, like, can it be alive? Can
it be really alive?
Can it be really alive? Like, that's a legit question, because even if something is, like, it's kind of like when someone becomes like a vegetable, and I don't mean to sound insensitive saying this, but like when they lose all motor functions, but they're still alive because the body's still pumping blood. They're not really there, but they are. Yeah. So it's the same thing. It's like,
so what part of that? So that means their brain is still functioning.
No, their brain is dead.
No, so what is still functioning?
So nothing. They're just their body is
the
just
body
there.
still. So the brain does still function, but there's certain parts of the brain that are not working.
There's nothing
properly.
that's coming to you, so you're not able to speak. You literally a vegetable.
Yeah. So the synapses between the nerves and the body and the brain, they're not communicating. The body's just working. But the way that we're able to communicate is through the synapses and through the blood vessels and through the nerves and all that. That's how we get all of this. And
so you can't put somebody's brain into something else, and then it works.
There's actually a show about this, by the way. But I'll let you.
What show is that?
Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But the thing is,
like, if your brain is not completely dead, you can't just pop it into something else.
No,
and like
it could
hook it up.
It could work. That shit going. But it won't.
Wire it.
It won't be the same.
It's like Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
never seen that.
That's a good way to put it. Actually,
you're gonna come back, but you're gonna be like a zombie of yourself. You're gonna like. It's gonna be certain things that it's just gonna be weird. Like,
and then that's happening in the lab. So
it's like
the
mountain. Anybody's seen Game of Thrones.
This is happening somewhere. We're creating some ugly monsters in some labs right now.
It's giving Men in Black.
I've seen those ugly monsters.
It's giving Men in Black.
And then if you really want to get
to control the guy,
if you really want to get to a different level of it too, like, you also got to think of, like, you know, whether you want to believe this or not. It's up to you guys.
I believe it,
but there's also a spiritual aspect to it. You know, like, whatever that is, our personalities can't exactly be replicated in a lab, because if you, like you said, if it's 2025, we should have the technology.
It's a demon.
Soul transfer. That's it.
So, like,
soul transfer.
But that is not. It's not a tangible thing you can transfer over to another being.
But what about if, like, our memories are transferred through the AI?
How do we know that?
Our memories transferred to an AI and then put into something else.
Like, put your soul in AI. We aren't reincarnated souls from the past. And
yeah, because they say everybody's reincarnated.
That's why we come across people sometimes that feels like, yo, like, I feel like I've known you for way longer than I've been alive, bro.
That's just the natural course of things. That's how the body develops relationships with people. So you also have to remember too, when it comes to the consciousness, our brains process things so fast. That's why there's this phenomena called deja vu. Your brain moves a lot faster than what you can initially process at the rip. So even though you may think that is something from the past, or you may have seen something. Sometimes your subconscious puts it into something else that, what reality is currently in front of you right now. Because I've caught myself in certain instances where I'm like, I wonder why I think of that. And then you think, oh, I must have seen something. Then you think, oh, that's where I got that from. The brain's a very fickle thing. And if we were really like reincarnated, like we would have, like, if we were allowed to transfer, we would have very vivid memories of that. That's not that reincarnation. Nothing would go away.
But what about our dreams? I feel like our dreams step into different alternate realities.
But that also factors in just like the thought process and things that you see in reality and stuff that you consume. You consume so much over the years that things and the thoughts and processes get stuck in your brain that you could think about something that you probably don't even recall you saw when you were a baby, which is true. So the brain's a very complicated sort of.
I still feel
muscle.
like it's a part of different realities or dreams.
So I feel like there's two specific things. Like you're tapping into like another
me.
That's crazy. It's a crazy
going through some shit. All the nightmares. I feel so sorry for him.
Also, that also plays into feelings, insecurities, and emotions, because that's your brain processing all of that into one. So you're essentially creating your alternate reality in your brain.
Haven't had a nightmare in a while.
But the thing is it real?
That's good.
Simulation. It's real. It's a simulation in your mind, but is it real?
It's real. It's a different dimension that is happening.
But is it something that's tangible that you can access at any time?
I think so.
The fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, like what?
I felt
you wanted to talk about it.
I made a turn at one point and I lost you.
So
you lost me.
But
I felt like I've tapped into my dreams. You know how Wanda does in like Multiverse of Madness.
No, but
where she like turns into the alternate version. I mean the other universe version of her. Like I felt like when you could take control of your dreams, that's when you do that. Like
I heard that
you step into their shit.
Well,
like,
you can. That's the thing. Like
the Citadel of Bryants.
Like the feeling, like the dream.
It's like just an army of Bryants out there.
Listen, I want you guys. No, you can take control of your dreams. I want you guys to try and think of something. It depends on how your brain processes these things. A couple hours before you go to sleep.
Now,
see if this works. Right. A couple hours before you go to sleep.
Now.
It also depends. You also have to remember too. It's like, I think I read something that dreams only come out. You can only remember like 1 out of like 100 dreams that you have every night. Your brain is, when you go to sleep, your brain is working overtime in the sense of that your thoughts are running around like crazy. That's why you think of rapid eye movement and all that stuff. Your brain's resting, but it's working too because it's thought processes and whatever. Try it may take a couple of tries, but think about something a little bit right before you go to sleep. And if it's poignant enough or something that you're really going to remember, it will pop up in a dream. Because I've had this happen before where...
What did you think about?
I was thinking about a girl that I liked.
I knew it. That's why I asked. I knew it was a girl.
I think... No.
I know what type of dream you had.
No, it wasn't like that.
We've had that dream.
No.
I've had connect with...
No. It was not like that. This is no. Let's not get me in trouble here, guys. This
isn't real, bro. None of this.
It's a simulation. Remember?
We just, like I said, we just in this room, bro. There's nothing outside of this room.
Damn, bro.
We in a box, bro.
Anyways, it was just I stumbled upon this girl's profile one time, and this is someone that I knew that I had been very close with,
right?
And I just looked at the profile.
On Facebook?
Yeah, it was on Facebook. Looked at some pictures, whatever. Fine.
It was not on Skonex?
What?
Go ahead.
You had to add her as a friend, or you already had her as a friend?
No, I didn't have her as a friend.
So you couldn't see all her pictures?
Why are you
No, it was
private.
It was public.
Oh, public.
It was public. But I know this
You
person.
can see tag pictures, I think, if they're not.
Yeah, but this person I knew, and she didn't like block me or anything like that. I just wasn't friends with her on Facebook.
How would you block you?
Long story.
Beef.
So no beef. No beef.
There it is.
I'll tell you guys that story after the fact.
Off air.
So
Off-air conversations.
I go to sleep that night,
Right.
and I had this very vivid dream where like I felt that in my heart, and I was like, why did I think about that? Then I realized, it's because I like glanced at the profile, and I wasn't even like looking for it. It just happened to come
She's
across.
stuck. She's stuck in your brain.
Yeah, so it's stuck. This is a minute ago. So, but like, I challenge anyone to try and do that. It has to take if it doesn't happen immediately, it's gonna take multiple tries. But when your brain catches on to something and you remember that, that's why you remember the one dream. But your brain has multiple dreams at night.
I felt like you was thinking about that blocking situation. I don't know. That's all right.
What?
Whatever reason why.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Damn,
It's usually when something weighs heavy on you. That's
Nah, I don't care about that.
That's when you think of something deep.
Nah, dude, I don't care about that. When my ex blocked me, I didn't give two damns.
No, not
Two dams.
no.
Type shit.
Not
Too
the
damn crazy.
not the fact that I'm saying the reason behind why she would.
Not one day. 2 whole dams.
No.
Not 2 fucks. 2 dams.
2 dams.
I damned her twice.
That's what he said. He said he didn't give 2 dams.
Oh.
Yo, I think you could transfer somebody's soul though, bro. I think there's like dark magic out there.
Chucky, we've seen it done.
Exactly.
Well, you want to talk demons? That's a different story.
I don't want to talk demons. I'm just saying. I don't want to have that.
Like if it's possible
Listen,
for
if you wanna talk
demons,
we can
why
talk
is it
demons.
not
I don't wanna
possible?
talk-
I'll get into that.
for spirits?
I know
Like, you
that.
feel me?
I have demons.
Especially given,
dealt with- no,
especially
I'm-
given that that's what we are, bro. Like
I'm
For
talking.
real.
there's a silver lining, obviously. Like we're spirits connected to a body.
So there's no way that demons could be doing this shit and we can't, man.
Boy, I got some stuff.
Like
that-
if you just tap into a little dark magic, you could lift somebody's soul.
They
up.
ain't no good magic. They always gotta be dark.
No,
But they
there-
always
there's-
associate
good magic.
because that's an
There's
unnatural thing. So I feel like
Yeah, you don't
theory-
use magic for stuff like
in the
that.
theory of dark magic, these unnatural occurrences are like dark.
Dark.
You're not supposed
boy,
to
do I
tap
have
into
boy?
stuff
If
like
I
this.
had time, I could tell you guys some stuff. Y'all,
You
not,
have time.
You will
We
not
have a
believe
whole
me.
platform of us
No,
talking.
no. I
What
gotta.
else time?
I gotta say. I gotta keep you guys in suspense. I gotta say. That.
Oh, brother.
We're gonna do a special.
Special.
You want to talk
with JL.
spiritual realm on things that I've experienced as a man of God? Oh, brother. Oh, I know some stuff.
Tune in for us JL special.
And look, and I'm not saying that to be high
Late
and
night.
pretentious, but like I legit have seen it. It's real.
That's what she said.
It's a fight. People
That's what she said.
people don't realize that there's a physical world and then there's a spiritual world that we don't see. We can feel it, but we don't see.
Yu Hakusho.
And
Spirit
they're
world.
fighting essentially for our well-being.
Dragon Ball Z
So,
with the Kais, Supreme Kai,
That's a fact.
Spirit World.
but
Sam, what you gonna say, bro? You was gonna say something at one point. I seen you.
Forgot.
You know what?
You guys gotta let Sam.
No,
talk,
you know what?
man.
You know what? I'll just
Zig, you gotta let Sam talk, man.
let me just say this. I love this dude.
No,
and
you
I love
don't.
this dude too.
No, you don't.
Sam's the man.
Why do you love Sam?
Why?
Sam's the man because, like, every time I open the group chat, he always says something that tickles my fancy.
That is.
I love it.
All right.
Yo,
I love
I'll
it.
take that.
This guy's the
That's
man,
good.
and you're all my peeps.
What
though.
you be tickling?
I don't know.
But like this dude,
Just the keyboard.
he's always saying something. I just looking at my phone. I'm like, this dude. Like, I just want to give this. I'll just dap him up right now.
Hey
At work.
man, I do the best I can.
Yo, let's play Absolute Truth. Oh, what is that shit called? What'd you say?
Absolute truth.
No, that's not the name of the game. I keep on
Listen
forgetting the
and we
name.
don't
of the game.
judge.
We listen and we don't
don't
judge.
Judge. You want to play that?
If you start off,
How do you play?
You
that?
gotta explain it. You gotta explain it. You got the
Yeah, like how you supposed to start off?
so you say something. I mean, you could talk about yourself, something that you don't normally share, or you could say something about somebody specifically here,
Oh gosh.
and then we all agree that we listen and we don't judge.
So give us an example.
But what is the objective of the game?
Like
Nothing.
You just keep on saying
You're
stuff?
pretty much airing out like the skeletons. You could.
Yeah, it's
take
like
that,
airing.
let's
airing
say-
your
So this is therapy.
I was gonna say I came to do a podcast, not
like you
therapy.
could do it in a relationship, right? Or like
Yeah.
let's say I do it with my sibling and I say a bunch of absurd shit that I hate about my sibling. Like this is we
you hate
listen,
that
but
they
we listen and we don't judge.
Therapeutic.
Nah, that's okay. I
Let's
guess
give him fighting words.
let's think of
Let's
something.
try. Let's try a round.
Brian, you first.
Okay. So yesterday, I purposely tried to run over Theo in the game.
Listen,
But I'm pretty sure y'all knew that already. But we listen and we don't judge.
Okay.
Go ahead,
I don't
JL.
know what to say, man. Nah, give me a minute.
Come on,
Say
JL.
whatever,
I know
bro.
you
Just
got
off the top of your
something.
head.
Anything.
See, you know why you thinking? because you're trying to filter yourself. You have something.
I filter myself every day, bro.
Yeah.
That's
The
not
point
good,
of this
bro.
game is to
Gotta be
not
raw.
filter.
You gotta be raw, bro.
Just say what you
thing
wanna
that
say,
I'm gonna say.
and
The
we
thing
don't
that
judge.
Raw. We
the-
listen.
The
Don't judge.
thing that first came to my mind, I cannot say because I will scare somebody away if I say it. So I'm gonna think of something else because I
You
was.
never scare me away. No.
They can never make me hate you.
I don't know. I think I say a lot.
You don't have thoughts.
I have thoughts, but I'm pretty open about a lot of stuff, but certain things. But I don't know. Come back to me. I don't want to hold y'all up.
Go ahead.
We
Sam, you
listen.
sound-
Alright, Sam.
I've been wearing the same socks for I think 3 days.
Damn, niggas' feet stink.
We listen and we don't judge.
She
no judgment though,
failed
no
that
judgment though,
already.
no judgment though, no
She
judgment
didn't
though.
wait. She dropped
sorry,
that
no judgment.
immediately.
No judgment.
I don't know about that.
But I know the feet is barking. But no judgment.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Malk.
Oh yeah, I got one. I'd be mad as hell that I gotta come here and set all this shit up and think a bunch of topics and shit. But I've already made my peace with that. I don't care anymore. I used to care, but now I don't.
We listen.
We listen.
And we don't judge.
I already knew that shit.
I was gonna say something else, but
I got one. I hate when EDT gets stubborn and fucks up the blunt.
But fuck this shit. We listen and we don't judge, man.
We don't judge.
Fuck, I didn't expect to be attacked today. Go ahead, Zig.
Sometimes I think JL talks too much.
We listen and we don't judge.
That doesn't surprise me.
JL,
it's all you.
it's on you. Last one.
This isn't now. This is a long time ago. I was in love with a girl that I couldn't have. But like I'm talking about like she's married. And I can't, and I thought about it, but I can't. Thought about it more than I needed to. Worse than I should. It's not now, in the past. But
We listen,
and we don't
judge.
All right.
Brian, your turn.
Oh shit, we going again.
Oh, round two.
That was great. Let's go
We
again.
going
Round
another
two.
round of
Okay.
shit.
All right, round two. Round two.
No.
One more,
I thought we was good.
one more
All right,
round.
now
are we
it's
cutting?
personal.
Are we cutting it to one? Oh, are we going? Damn, if I started up.
Get y'all go arounds. I know y'all want revenge.
Damn. I'm trying to think.
Yo, we don't judge, bro.
Wait, you can say something about. It's just about the people in the room or
Yourself.
anything,
Or
just
about yourself.
about
Yeah,
yourself.
like it does. Yeah, it could be either or. Like, either airing dirty, just airing dirty laundry, basically.
This is funny. Now I'm like, damn, I got shit that I can't say. But yeah.
Yeah, cause like I'm also trying to be mindful.
Nah, we listen and we
Nah,
don't judge.
nah,
Get
nah,
that
nah.
shit out.
Yeah, but
So niggas know next time don't fuck around. Cause next week y'all better be helping him. Cause he already told y'all.
damn. Can I go last this time? Can we start with Sammy? Can I?
Okay.
I feel like
All right.
Sam. Can you go this time?
Shit, bro. I don't know.
Anything.
I know. We listen and we don't judge. I said the socks already.
Funny as hell.
We calling it on round one.
No.
Damn, yo. I left my laundry in the washer and it's been there for a whole 2 days.
That's everything.
In the washer.
Yeah.
Like what?
Damn.
Yeah.
We
No.
Listen,
We
we
don't judge. I need you to go put that in, like rewash it
Yeah,
tonight.
we watch
Listen,
that.
we don't judge.
No.
Yeah, nah.
No,
It was more
I'm
not
giving
judging.
him
It's more
advice.
like
I'm telling him you need to go and fix that.
Damn, she failed like on
I
the
did not
rip.
fail.
Just
He
like
needs to rewash the clothes so they smell nice.
your feet stink. Your clothes
And
stink.
throw them photos in
Straight
there
up
too.
just
Here
judging
we
the
go.
guy. just completely eviscerating
We
him.
doing the whole laundry wash.
She
Go ahead, Mo.
we got grades.
it's
She
crazy.
failed.
I got an A+.
I think I got two different thoughts, but all right. Again, back a while ago, not anymore, because Zig comes to all the episodes. But you know, the days that Zig wouldn't come to the episodes, I would be sad. I'd be like, Dad, Zig ain't here. I'm sad. That's my twin. Sad work. And also, JL.
Oh boy.
JL needs to come and play basketball with us. He can't just show up to the game. He needs to like practice with us. Like just pop out with us, go to the park and just like shoot some shots, man. One time. Just once.
We listen and we don't judge.
Randy.
The pressure's getting worse, huh?
Damn. You got me.
I still
on
haven't
something.
even thought of mine.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Y'all trying to filter yourselves. Just say whatever, man. Say it, bro.
No, I was trying to think of myself. Like, I'm like, I'll tell you one, bro. You got me tight when you want to shoot them threes.
We listen and we don't judge.
Respect.
I believe, bro. That's why. I'll tell you that. It's because I believe.
Respect.
Go ahead, Jake.
Okay. Alright.
Imagine we wasn't recording.
I really enjoy coming here and spending time with you guys.
That's a
good
We
thing.
listen and we don't judge.
We listen.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah, well, I guess we could. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could listen to that.
It didn't have to be negative things.
Yeah, no, she's right.
I had something
that-
negative else to say, but I
Okay.
just decided against it.
Crazy.
Maybe next
It was
time.
probably about me, but that's okay.
I couldn't let them both be about you, so I chose peace.
Well, thank you.
Sister peace.
Sister Sunflower.
We
We discussed this.
Sister sunshine.
I got two.
Mm-hmm.
One, I enjoy Jerry Springer way too much sometimes.
Oh yes.
I like that.
And the other one is, yo, pass me the ball every so often when we play, bro. Like, come on. I'm trash, but I'm a body.
You need to be a strong body.
We listen and we don't judge.
Thank you, guys.
I'm not judging. I'm just trying to give advice going forward. You need to like grab the ball with intention.
They can't. They don't give it to me. I can't.
No, but I'm saying like when you caught that rebound that time, like you ain't had like that's why they just took it from you because you wasn't like.
Well, I also wasn't paying
You need
attention.
to come to practice, bro.
Yeah, put the ball
Yeah,
down.
you gotta-
learn
You
how
need to
to
come
put
to
that ball
practice,
down.
bro. You come practice with us. We build some nice chemistry.
We listen
on
and
the
we
court.
don't judge,
Yeah, we
guys.
listen.
We're not judging. We're offering advice.
Okay.
We want the team to grow and be better.
So, shit. Guess I'll stick with this then. Y'all motherfuckers need to start fucking running back,
Yes.
getting up on D. I don't give a fuck if y'all niggas is tired. Let's win this fucking game. Stop giving me that bullshit as excuse to y'all niggas. I'm tired, nigga. But you see my dumb ass running around with these motherfuckers like I'm about to kill myself.
We listen.
And we don't judge.
Oh, I got one for y'all that play basketball.
Oh, now we just.
Catch the ball. Stop swatting the ball. We're not playing volleyball. You catch with two hands when you're rebounding and you box out. Put a body on them, you know? For these tall niggas right here. You and you. Because you be swatting and... you be catching rebounds sometimes. But you be swatting too.
Listen, we don't judge.
Listen and we don't judge.
Damn, this
Just catch the ball like with your two hands. Like catch it. Like, palm it. That's it. We listen.
we
and
listen.
We don't
We don't
judge.
judge.
All right.
Anything else? Does anyone else have anything else to say?
I'm good.
Simulation.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, the space is safe.
Wait,
1,000% this life is a simulation.
shout out to Christina Applegate.
Who's that?
I hate when JL does
It's an
that.
ongoing joke.
Well, you hate when I do it, but Sam does it too.
I hate when it's done. Period. I'm sorry. When it's period done.
She
But
doesn't
you
shout
usually
out
do it.
Christina
That's a
Applegate.
great joke, by the way.
Indo voices, man. We fucking out here.
What?
Wait, we're not doing top 8s anymore?
No,
we
we're
still got some time, bro.
not top 8s anymore.
Unless that's it. We don't got a top 8.
It's
No, I
cooked.
think
We
we're
got a
good.
top 8.
No,
Those
we
niggas
good.
got a top 8. We ain't
Niggas said
discussed
it's
the top
cooked.
8.
No, we
It's
good.
cooked.
No, we good. We good. We good. We good.
Now we good.
We good.
All right.
Listen and we don't judge.
We're gonna be
Indo Voices edition.
Replace
Indo
top 8 for
Voices.
today, my guy.
Yes.
Bang.